Hey there guys, I'm back to another video. Today I want to go and talk about the Nintendo Switch and their launch lineup of games and just their games in general for this first year of the console's release, 2017. So just looking at the launch lineup, we got 7 games here. We got Zelda, 1-2 Switch, Binding of Isaac, Skylanders, Super Bomberman R, Just Dance, and I Am Setsuna. So 4 of those games are or already have been released on other platforms like Binding of Isaac. I know it's on PC. Skylanders and Just Dance are probably going to be released on PlayStation and Xbox, and I Am Setsuna, I believe, has also been released on PlayStation and Xbox and PC, I believe. So Super Bomberman R, 1-2 Switch, and Zelda are really the exclusive games that are going to carry the Switch's launch most likely. So Zelda, it's honestly enough in terms of exclusives to carry the Switch through the launch, because a lot of people are already buying the Switch just for Zelda, like myself. Despite me owning a Wii U, you know, I want to play Zelda on this new console that Nintendo has made and see how much of a difference is this compared to the Wii U version, which I'm pretty sure that there's going to be plenty of comparison videos when Zelda comes out, just to go and, you know, compare it between the Wii U and the Switch version. But anyways, moving on to 1-2 Switch, I am a believer that this game should have been packed in or should have been at some sort of discount, because $50 is not a go for me. Anyways, $50 for a game like this, no way. Maybe like 40, maybe 30 is that sweet spot that I would definitely pay for this game, because $50 is just way too much for a game like this. For a game that I'll be playing for like the first not even 6 months of the console's release, no way. Super Bomberman R, however, I'll definitely pay $50 because I am a huge Bomberman fan. I love Bomberman, and I'm glad that he is making a return to home consoles. So after that, we got Snipper Clips, which is scheduled for a March release. We just don't know when. And then after that, we got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is scheduled for a April 28th release date, which is perfect because that's like a month and a half later after the Switch has come out. And, you know, some people are probably, maybe even less than that, are going to be hungry for a new game. So Mario Kart 8 is definitely going to fill that void. For the spring, there's a lot of games that are going to come out. So we got Sonic Mania and ARMS. Those are like the 2 major games that I'm really interested in terms of their spring games. ARMS, when they showed it off, it looked pretty good. It didn't look that bad. It could have been a lot worse, but I feel like with the Switch's technology of the Joy-Con controls, this game is going to be awesome and fantastic. Sonic Mania, it already looks awesome. It already looks fantastic, and just moving that onto the Nintendo Switch is not going to be all that hard. For the summer, we got Splatoon 2, which is the only game for the summer. I wouldn't be surprised if any of the other 2017 games that I'm going to mention later within this video would be also scheduled for the summer window. Just because Splatoon 2 for the summer only, that seems kind of, you know, weird. But Splatoon 2, that's going to be a awesome release when it does come out over the summer. And then for the autumn, we got Fire Emblem Warriors, which is going to be a awesome game because Hyrule Warriors did really well, I'm pretty sure, in terms of reception from critics and just sales in general. So Fire Emblem Warriors should definitely do really, really well there. And then for the holiday season, we got Super Mario Odyssey, which is probably the flagship holiday title that you want for the Nintendo Switch. Obviously, it's sad that it's not closer to the launch of the Switch, but hey, if you're Nintendo and looking at, you know, a business decision, you know, launching the holiday season with Super Mario Odyssey is definitely a great move by them, because that's going to you know, increase their sales exponentially, I would say. So another game that's going to release that holiday season is Project Sonic 2017, which I don't have much to say because we don't know much about it. There's a bunch of other not third party, but just a bunch of other games for the Switch that are gonna come out within 2017, like Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Stardew Valley, Yooka-Laylee, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, Cave Story, Rayman Legends, the Definitive Edition, FIFA, Minecraft, Metal Slug, Ultimate Street Fighter 2, and just a bunch of other games. And we don't even know what they're going to show off at E3. It's probably going to be a bunch of games that they're going to release next year. But hey, they could throw us a curveball or two. They could, you know, say that this game's going to come out this holiday season, but we don't even know what game that they're going to show off at E3 is. So Just keep that in mind as well. So just with all of these games in mind, Nintendo has a fantastic first year for the Switch. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, that's going to be a awesome RPG that a lot of people are going to pick up and probably enjoy. Ukulele, that is going to be a game that's going to hold a lot of people over before Super Mario Odyssey comes out, I would say. But still, Ukulele looks like an awesome game and is a game that you should definitely check out and, maybe even pick up on the Switch if you want. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, that is an awesome Dragon Ball Z game. If you love Dragon Ball Z, pick that game up if you have not already. And heck, pick it up on the Switch because it's going to come out within this year. Rayman Legends, that is a fantastic game, the definitive edition. If you have yet to play Rayman Legends, pick that game up. I'm just going to stop talking about all of these games because I just want to get into why this is such a genius first year from Nintendo. They are spreading their games out. They are not dropping their load within the first half of the year. They are spreading their games out. They're letting consumers know that, hey, when you buy a Switch, you're going to have games to play throughout this first year, which is going to be awesome. If they could keep that up throughout the next few years that this console is going to be up, that's going to be very difficult. But if they do manage to pull that off, props to them. Because looking back at the Wii U and the N64, and the reason that I'm going to look at these two is because first up, the Wii U is the console before the Switch, and then the N64 is a console that released with only 2 games at launch. So looking at the Switch, or should I say the Wii U, the Wii U, the first year it released, there were no games for it. It saddened me. There were barely any games for it. So the Wii U released in 2013. The first year for the console to release Strive was 2014. In 2014, we got games like Pikmin 3, Rayman Legends, Zelda Wind Waker, and Super Mario 3D World. Those are great games, but that's not enough to go and, hold people over. Also, on top of that, a lot of those games, those 4 games came out during the later half of the year. So 9 months after the Wii U launched, that's when Pikmin 3 came out. Literally 9 months later, that's when it came out. So that was a long wait, but hey, Pikmin 3 is an awesome game, but I don't think it was worth those 9 months to wait for it. I feel like that it should have been at most a 6-month wait. Waiting 9 months after a launch of a console to get a new first-party, Nintendo game that's going to be awesome and great, that's a little too much. Because really, if you're going to buy a Nintendo console, a lot of people are buying it just for the exclusives. And that's what some people did for the Wii U. And look what happened. It just sat on their, media center and just collected dust. But now with the Switch, it's going to have a nice consistent streamline of games for this first year, and heck, even the years after that. 2014, 3 months after 3D World came out, we got Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze. 3 months after that, we got Mario Kart 8. 4 months after that, we got Hyrule Warriors. A month later, Bayonetta 2. A month after that, Smash 4. So 2014 was a little bit better in terms of spreading the games out, but still there were not that many enticing games to play. Now let's look at the N64, because this is the 14th best-selling console of all time, and just to go and compare it to the Wii U, the Wii U is the 19th best-selling console of all time. So the N64 launched with only 2 games for North America, Mario 64 and Pilot Wings. The first year for the N64 to strive, 1997. We got Mario Kart 64, Star Fox 64, Bomberman 64, and Diddy Kong Racing. Those were the only 4 titles that I found within 1997 that really piqued my interest. Now, obviously, that's not a lot of games, 4 games, but heck, those 4 games are, not exactly all that bad. Mind you. And then in 1998, we got Banjo-Kazooie, Gex, Bomberman Hero, F-Zero X, Ocarina of Time, and Castlevania. So the second year was a little bit better, I would say, just because of Zelda, because Ocarina of Time is so highly praised by so many people. And the reason I am, just making this video, I just want to go and show and just explain on why the Wii U didn't succeed as well as it should have, because the Wii U just had a confusing name and a confusing concept to the normal consumer. A lot of people thought that the Wii U was a attachment for the Wii, That's what a lot of people thought. And a lot of people also thought that the Wii U was the gamepad. The gamepad, that was not, the entire console. That's just the controller. And also the lack of third-party support for the Wii U. A lot of third-party companies ditched the Wii U completely. Bethesda, EA, Ubisoft, those companies, they just ditched the Wii U altogether. So the Wii U got no third-party support whatsoever. I mean, it did, but it didn't get as much third-party support as it probably should have, just because of the lack of success of the console. So with the Switch, it looks like a lot of third-party companies are jumping on ship and are on board for the Switch hype train. So are you excited for the Switch? What do you guys think of this video? Be sure to leave them in the comments below. I would definitely read them. And yeah, be sure to subscribe if you have not already. I upload new videos every single Saturday. And if you want to follow me on social media, you can do that as well. Facebook and Twitter. Links will be in the description below. And I think that's about it. Be sure to click on these videos on your screen right now. One of them is my last video, which was a Wii U collection. And then the video next to it is a video recommended by YouTube based on what you view and watch and stuff like that. I'm not exactly sure on how that works. But hey, that's all I got for today. Thank you guys for watching this video again. Now, see you guys next time with more videos. Game on, gamers!